Conversation-based learning, placement test. It's easy, it's accurate, it has feedback. First, the test is easy. The test takes 15 minutes to give and grade, and it's more accurate than the 3.5-hour American SAT. Just push play. Small classes can be done with the paper grade sheet. Large and several classes can use Google Test. Within 15 minutes, here's the speaking ability of everyone in class. And here's their first conversation test partners. Partners are grouped by similar ability. The 3 students who scored highest will be test partners. The 3 who scored lowest will be test partners. And every group in between. Test partners of similar ability make the test fair and accurate. Simple. Instructions. The teacher pushes play. Students take the test, which takes 12 minutes. Then they enter their answers on their phone, which takes 3 minutes. Teacher opens Google, and there is their ability. Here's the interesting part. All these students placed in the top 15% on the university entrance exam. Therefore, the grade spread should be at max about 20 points. However, the grade spread is 45 points, from 99 to 54. Why? The entrance exam measured their intelligence and attention span for cramming. This test measures their ability. You can do the test without paper. Students just enter the answers on their phone. I use paper and Google because they have a visible record of what they got right and wrong. I have 4 classes, 30 students each. A, B, C, D, blue, yellow, green, and tan. Here are their placement test scores. The first test partners are indicated in groups of 3. I know all this for 120 students on the first day of class, and I have not yet spoken to any of them. The second day of class. We have class twice a week for 3 hours, Tuesday, Friday, or Thursday, Friday. Here are their partners and test times. After this, it's all downhill. All I have to do is arrange new partners in class and similar ability partners for tests. Details. The test measures familiarity with English, exposure to English. There are 2 parts: the sounds of English, English prepositions. The sounds of English takes 5 minutes. English prepositions, 6 minutes. Here are sounds that non-native speakers have trouble with. Light, right, white, night. Bat, bet. Bad, pad. Zoo, shoe. This, tis. I know which sounds confuse them, and I use them. In part 1, students scratch out the word they hear. Van. Fed. Perry. Bile. In only 6 minutes, part 1 by itself is usually more accurate than the 3-hour SAT. English prepositions. Virtually all non-native English speakers have trouble with English prepositions. At, in, on, for, since, during, until. For example, yesterday we played tennis. A, for 2 hours. B, during 2 hours. C, since 2 hours. Here's another part 2 question. What year are you? A, I'm a sophomore. B, I'm 20 years old. C, I'm second grade. A high-level student in Korea would know that A is the correct answer. A student who studied for a time in America would know the correct answer and would be a better speaker. 60% of Korean freshmen pick B or C. This question separates students by their English ability. Part 2, it's accurate. A quick word about testing accuracy. Perfect accuracy is 1.0. The American SAT accuracy is 0.53 and takes 3 hours. This test is about 0.65 accurate and takes 12 minutes. Why is this test more accurate? Those tests measure intelligence and cramming ability. This test measures speaking ability. Students who are good at the sounds of English are good at English. Students who are good at English prepositions are good at English. And there's a third reason. The test is biased toward the better speakers. It's a listening test, and in general, better listeners are also better speakers. Also, the test is sneaky. I have taught English conversation for 23 years, and I know which sounds and prepositions low-level students have trouble with. And I use that on the test. Part 3, test feedback. Google test results. Here's the ability spread of 115 students in 4 classes. You can see that 3 students are clearly better. They will be first conversation test partners. You can also see that 3 students have low ability. They will be test partners. I never call roll on the first day of class because Google gives the name and email of everyone who took the test. Neat. Google Test Diagnostics. 67% of the class have trouble with these sounds. Beat, bat, bet, bit. We played tennis for 2 hours, since 2 hours, during 2 hours. 73% got this wrong. Feedback. Actionable feedback. The test shows which sounds they have trouble with. This student mainly has problems with bat, bet, beat, bit. Once you know their problem areas in pronunciation and prepositions, you can work on that during the semester. Personally, first I show them their problem areas with the test. Then I show them how to fix them with the book. The book and website have practice to solve these problems, 1 activity for each unit. Also, your teacher's resources has information gap, pair pronunciation activities for each unit. I start using these after the first conversation test. I tell students, wow, you can speak. Okay, let's improve how you sound. Next semester, you have a choice. On the first day of class, you can do the usual, call roll, introduce the syllabus, let them go early. Or give the placement test, do a speed dating conversation activity, tell them to watch the syllabus video on the way home. And before you leave class, Google gives you the speaking ability of all your students. Neat. A few final points. Because you know their ability on the first day of class, everything after that is to improve ability, not determine it. Because you know there's a wide range of ability in class, You never have to give grammar tests to determine their ability or to spread the grades. And ultimately, how can you improve their ability if you don't know their ability? So, in the first 20 minutes on the first day of class, you know their speaking ability, pronunciation problems, preposition problems, first conversation test partners. That's a pretty good use of 20 minutes. For more videos, go to conversationbasedlearning.com or contact me at plangbro@gmail.com.